Clapton was more influential than Hendrix. Clapton is better than Hendrix. Cry more.
Oh my lord. Clapton is not better than Hendrix.
Better?
All right.
Clapton doesn't have a memorable solo to his name. Why did you ask? Now I'm ready. I needed 8 more seconds.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Three Idiots Talking. We're really not a podcast. I don't know why I keep calling us this, but we'll keep calling it a podcast for now. Three Idiots channel. Today, it is our 350 subscriber appreciation video. So what? You're ruining this intro.
No, this is the best intro. I just thought that he said, well, we're really not a podcast. I don't know why I keep calling it that, but I'm gonna. And then you did.
Because halfway through saying that, I also changed my mind again, like twice. Anyway, we're here. 350 subs. We made our sub goal known at, we would do Led Zeppelin 1 for 350 subs. You guys got us there. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. Also, if you haven't checked out our remaining sub goals, we have already listed them out to 1,000, but we have the next, I think, 200 posted. So go check them out. And for those who have never been here before, please hit the like down below, hit subscribe as well, so we can get to those sub goals and start putting out some new fire album reviews. But today we are on Led Zeppelin 1, and we have with us the ultimate Led Zeppelin fan, Cole, in the corner, who spent a good portion of 2 years practically only listening to Led Zeppelin there for a while.
Only 2 years.
and is able to recite the entire discography to us. Cole, tell us about this album and where this band was at when this came out. What was going on?
They were pretty new considering it's their debut album. I mean,
I
I
know.
can give you the whole backstory on how they formed, if you want it. So Jimmy Page was in this band called the Yardbirds after being a studio or sessions player for several years, just trying to make it as a guitarist. He got asked to join the Yardbirds, and then the singer of the Yardbirds died, as with every band, eventually somebody dies, especially in the 60s. And then basically the Yardbirds just broke up, but Jimmy Page was like, well, I still want to make music.
I'm still a fire player.
Guess I should form my own band. And so he basically asked around, and he actually asked somebody before Robert Plant to be the lead singer, but they said no. I don't remember that guy's name, which is wild. Anyway, he found out about Robert Plant, who then showed him who John Bonham was, and then just while they were, I guess, looking for bass players or whatever, John Paul Jones, who was also a sessions player, knew Jimmy Page through sessions work, gave Jimmy a call and said, hey, heard you're forming a band. You want a bass player? Jimmy was like, fuck yeah. And then they were called the New Yardbirds for a while, until I think they were at a party, and I think it was Keith Moon who said that this is a terrible idea that these people coming together to make this band.
Terry Reid told him about Robert Plant, apparently.
Yeah.
There we go.
And Keith Moon said that this band is going to go down like a lead balloon. And I guess Jimmy Page just really liked that name, and he changed balloon to Zeppelin. And he took the A out of the word lead because he didn't want people to call him Lead Zeppelin.
Makes
So we
sense.
got the name Led Zeppelin. And he had a really good manager. God, what is his name? Peter Grant.
Peter Grant.
Yeah, great manager. And they were able to finagle like the biggest ever contract at the time with Atlantic Records for a brand new band who had never put out anything before. Got a big record deal and dropped Led Zeppelin.
And is there anything specific about this album that you think people should know?
A lot of covers.
A lot of covers. Okay,
That
that's
they-
a good.
that-
That's a good
that
thing.
they-
That's a good
That they
thing.
did not necessarily give out credit for as they should have.
Okay.
As they should have. They settled out of court later.
Listen, we gave a lot of money.
It's all been cleared up.
All right.
They're all good now.
All right. Well, we will save our discography ranking where we put this till the end. So if you guys want to skip ahead to the end to see where we put it, feel free. Thank you guys for 350 subs. It's time to review Led Zeppelin 1. Let's get it. Good times, bad times.
Led Zeppelin 1.
Okay. radio guy.
Yeah. Oh, that bass is sick.
She swore that she would be all mine and love me till the end. But when I whispered in her ear, I lost another friend. Oh, good times, bad times, you know I've
Production quality's not quite where it would be.
Oh, those fills! The dogs? Oh yeah, our dog decided to start barking on that. As soon as the album started, he was very happy. It is just one.
I don't remember that guitar song.
Oh! I feel like there's more to this song that gets left out. It kind of ends like they were going off on, like this wasn't done yet.
I'll go first.
All right, Noah, you seem to have a controversial opinion about this one, so that'll be interesting. All right, that was good times, bad times. Noah.
Oh, okay. Zeppelin fans.
Oh boy.
I like this album a lot. I'll earn you back later, but probably the most overrated song on the album.
Oh
Boy, the progression really doesn't do much for me. I'm not crazy about the way that Jimmy solos on this song. I don't like when he does the shreddy solos that it's just like the pentatonic shit really quickly. I don't get a lot out of that. I got more out of the little guitar fills he was doing afterwards.
yeah.
But yeah, great drumming. Some really cool little bass fills in there. Really good instrumentation. Lyrics from early Zeppelin. It's not no. Besides that, I'm feeling
The
like
next three, aren't it?
I'll give it a 7.
7. Cool.
I
First
mean,
song they
based
ever
on
made.
what you said before we started listening to this, it's better than I thought it was going to do. So, I don't think you were too harsh on it. But it very fun opening song to a band's discography, which, for a debut album, it's a very mixed bag.
True.
You never know what you're going to get between how they come out of the gate sounding, if they sound totally fully realized or if they sound all over the place. But I think they do a very good job with an opening song to their discography. The drumming is amazing, especially the triplets on the bass drum or kick drum, whatever. I really like Jimmy's soloing. I mean, I like the guitar work on this whole song. I think it's really good. Catchy chorus, good bass line. I mean, lyrically, it's there. It's not hurting my feelings. It's also not really helping it at all. Good vocals, solid. He's pretty restrained on this, considering what we're gonna get later off this album.
Or his
But yeah,
career.
just a fun little song to kick off this album. Big fan. I'd probably give Good Times, Bad Times a 9.
9. The thing I like the most about this song is the guitar work. Jimmy, I just love him just stepping up to the plate, just going like all the way up and down. It was that's always been the thing that I noticed. Also, the bass is really good. It's just a little quiet. I really wish it was a little louder, but that bass has some cool little fills and some nice little riffs throughout the song. Cat Cam. Also, the drum fills were fantastic throughout this whole song, and he's just going off in there. The only thing I don't like is the lyrics. I think they're kind of boring, honestly. They don't really interest me at all. Good time, bad time, like okay. It's just not talking about shit. Like, they get way better lyrics down the road, like on Kashmir and stuff like that, like far better. So 8. Split the gap. All right, up next, babe, I'm gonna leave you.
25 or 6-4, baby. Let's get ready.
Why
I know
do I
this was
recognize
recorded
that?
before.
Oh, what was this recorded with? Okay.
Well, it's just the same progression. Oh yeah. I mean, I love it anyway because it's an awesome riff. Zeppelin did it first, though.
He sounds so good on this song, Robert.
I
It
mean,
sounds
I think
almost soulful in a way. Says the Zeppelin dick rider. Shocking.
I mean, I can tell you how much I dig Ride River playing vocally. I don't think from like 1968 to 1971, I don't think a better singer existed ever.
I don't know.
That is a sick little riff there, I guess.
He's
What I love about this song is the contrast between the start of this album, the very first song, and this one.
you hear that production error right there? You can just hear
So different.
another Robert Plant vocal line in the background.
Yep. They've never been great at like double tracking vocals. I don't know. I've always had an issue with that. Steroids incoming.
That was electric.
Yeah, a real chunky one. And an acoustic.
Beat the hell out of it.
I know that. Listen to the drums. It's just one giant.
It's all cymbals.
Yeah.
It's just cymbals.
I just now noticed that.
The amount of riffs this one are like ridiculous. So I said there's no better guitar writer.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's probably my favorite part of the song. So much emotion.
Just whamming. God, I love that.
I'm not sure if Bottom's even drumming it that hard. He's probably just going like hitting
But it
the cymbal over
sounds
and
like
over,
it's that hard.
and then just
Like,
occasionally hitting the snare.
But it sounds so hard. It sounds like he's going BAM!
Great guitar playing
So who's playing the backup guitar here?
Jimmy Page.
It's just layered. It's
Uh,
not. They're not doing this. All
How do they do
live.
this live?
They didn't really do this on that.
It'd be too hard to do live. Cause you had to like swap between the acoustic and electric. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think they only did it.
I'd love to see them do this song live. That'd be crazy. That is one of the catchiest little, just instrumentals of all time. Well, but it wouldn't. It's great, but the drums are also just making it so good too.
I think this is the first song they ever rehearsed together. I could be totally wrong about that. Someone fact check me, but I think this is the first. Just layers the hell out of his guitars. It's a shame this
Cat
one
game.
didn't like. I mean, their ambition was a bit of a double-edged sword because they would come up with these really unique and cool production techniques, like on Levy Breaks. Recreated live, so they like never played Levy Breaks live. It's a shame.
That is tough. All right. Well, that's just an absolute slapper all around. I don't know how you can go very low on this one. You know what? I'll start. Man, that's just fun. And it's soulful. And Robert is just in his feelings on this one, man. He is singing at another level. I mean, this is often a song, even the most, like, Led Zeppelin denying people of all time gotta say, like, yeah, Robert fucking kills this. The lyrics are really good. The energy it brings, the soul, the instrumental, the riff. I mean, I'm just in love with the whole damn thing. Let's get a 10 from me.
I hate to sound like a downer here, but I mean, it's a really good song. It's very fun. great guitar riffs, which is a bit of a redundant statement when I'm talking about Jimmy Page because I don't think anybody was better at writing guitar riffs than Jimmy Page.
Sure.
It's very unique kind of song to have on like your debut album, just in terms of like structure and the instruments that they used. Considering it's like an acoustic / hard rock song. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a little long, 6 minutes 43
But
seconds.
they make good usage of it. They make good usage of
their
it.
writing is good, but like
It changes up and
I
down.
don't know if it needs to be that long. Also some of the babies, I'm like, all right, pick
He goes a little
it.
excessive, but he's not repeating himself. Yeah.
Lyrically, I'm not particularly impressed. I mean, I don't think they wrote the lyrics for this song, so it's nothing to do with them.
I like the lyrics. Especially at the hook.
But yeah, it's a very fun song. Great riffs, good writing, great
Yep.
performances all around. The production, it could be mixed a little better. But, it's first album. I get it. But, it still is what it is. I will give Babe, I'm going to Leave You an 8.5.
That was a really good song. Some very nice acoustic playing from Mr. Page. Lyrics were okay. It did run on a teeny bit long. There are some slightly dull moments in the song. I agree that it could have been shorter. Besides that, it's a great song. I enjoy it a lot. I'll throw it a 9.
All right. Up next, we have You Shook Me.
Ooh, there's some really cool guitar stuff on this song.
No, you got to break down the guitar for me on this one.
You know you shook me. You shook me all night
That's great.
We're going to disagree on this song, Noah.
miss you, oh, baby. Baby, please come on.
I think
You know-
he's using a wah pedal, but he's like using it very loosely.
I have a burden whistle.
No, are you impressed
I'll
with the
say-
guitar or the way he goes, like, what is more impressive to you?
Impressive, the singing, obviously.
I mean, the fact that he's doing this vocally is fucking nuts. Keyboard solo, dude.
He
And
almost
it's like
went.
the Doors sounding keyboard.
I was about to say, he's going a little too Manzarek on it.
That is so, like, I don't know. I don't think keyboard sounds like this have aged super well.
They have not.
It's a great performance, but just the tone is like, it sounds so dated. It's 60 psychedelic.
I'm not even going to pretend to try to understand how this works.
We were talking about harmonicas earlier, Bob Dylan.
Who's the harmonic? Yes, I know what you're going to say. Noah.
Robert Plant.
Robert Plant.
Yes, this is a good harmonica solo.
Okay. Is it because it's not squeaking as much as Bob Dylan was?
Because he's moving around more and like just more technical ability.
Robert Plant is incredibly underrated.
I did not know Robert Plant could play harmonica.
He did it live. It's fucking rad.
Levy?
Wow.
He played on Levy, right?
He does it on Bring It On Home too. Yeah, but if there's a harmonica on a Zeppelin song, I can guarantee Robert's playing it. The vocals at the end of this song are fucking nuts.
And then when the guitar mimes it,
Yeah,
that is
it's
awesome.
That shit crazy. This guitar.
A little too much reverb, but I fuck with it.
The drums!
That is probably my favorite song.
Oh my
When
god!
everything just stops and Jimmy just does this really good guitar stuff, and then Bonham just beats the shit out of this kid.
You shook me all night long.
Yep.
How we go to the best friend?
That's awesome.
So funny, actually.
How do you do that?
You set me all night long.
How do you do that?
God
Physically, how do you do that?
damn.
And have it sound even slightly coherent?
I love when Robert Plant starts sounding like a tropical bird.
Don't,
Holy
I
cow.
have no idea
man.
how you scream like that and don't just sound like you're...
All right, let's start with Cole. Yeah, that was
I enjoy You Shook Me. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite songs on this album, but there are moments of it that I enjoy quite a bit. Like when they all just stop jamming for a second and then Jimmy just plays his little guitar solo and then Bonham just beats the hell out of his kit. And then at the end when Robert's just like, I wonder what I can do vocally. They're just like, let me see what I can do vocally. How much can I scream and still sound sane?
yeah.
It is too long. It does not need to be 6.5 minutes long at all. And the vocal melody is not like amazing on the verses. It can feel like it's dragging. I definitely see that. But I still enjoy it because it's Led Zeppelin doing the blues, and I don't think they ever did the blues poorly. I would throw it a 7.5.
Oh,
Display of talent.
I didn't even notice that. Wow.
Yeah, got John Paul Jones with his little keyboard organ solo. Jimmy Page got his solo. John Bonham got his little drum fills in there.
Mm.
Jimmy Page at the end, or not Jimmy Page, Robert Plant at the end was screaming.
Well, I think
Yeah,
Plant and Page
perhaps.
almost had a duet there.
Yeah, it was real. That was really cool.
That was.
Listened to it a bunch, but within the context of the album, it's very enjoyable. I'll throw it an 8.
Gotten more used to more blues music. I have just thought this is so, like, they lean so far into it that it's the definition of blues music. I mean, holy crap. And then, I mean, you guys are right about the pacing. The length throughout the most of the song is kind of a little slow with the pacing, which blues music kind of made famous with that slow, methodical doo-doo. You know, they really like take it on a step by step, but the outro just makes it worth it at the end. There's just no way you can't like the last 40 seconds of this. I mean, for every song so far, it brings up what might have been a 7 to me. I'm gonna give that an 8.5. Dazed and Confused.
Oh boy.
Oh, never mind. So many great moments on songs, so clear points, weak points as well. 7.5. Oof. Cole.
Some nice fat-bit little lyrics here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is such a cool riff. That's about to come in here.
I've been drumming this fucking song.
Is this the best debut album?
It's very solid. It's very honest.
How does he make this noise with the guitar go?
It's the fall from the debut albums.
Very impressive.
Just random vocals in the way back.
You think somebody just shouted that real quick and they kept it in there?
No, that was Robert.
No. Do you think he shouted that? Was that somebody? Maybe they just had to keep it.
I am almost positive that they heard that in the final before they were doing it, and they were just like, "No, leave it in."
Yeah, that's dope.
They did that all the fucking time. They're like, "No, I don't care. Leave that shit in."
Yeah.
I mean, the Kingdoms of the
Here you go, Cole.
Generational groove. Ridiculous groove. Absurd groove. You can see it. Probably a top 5 solo.
Eh. I like the tone to be better.
Oh, awesome.
Mm.
The drumming is absurd. It's a bastard, I think.
That little double hit in there. Oh, he was doing it. I was trying to find out what part of the drum that was. Yep.
Oh my god!
I mean, how are you that good at playing drums?
Oh, I could say something.
I've seen it just doesn't look good. Amazing how, like, in here listens to Justin Bieber.
Nobody. He's retarded.
First things first. Just because we don't think it's a 10 doesn't mean we don't like it. We all love Led Zeppelin, so I don't know what the issue is here. But anyway.
I don't either.
Oh, yeah, great song. Really good riff. Probably one of the best riffs of the 60s. Really good. Great drumming. Wish the bass was a little louder at some points because he was doing some really cool stuff. Lyrics. Some are thefted. That's fine. They're cool lyrics. I'll throw it in 9.
9. Whew. Cole, I think I know what you're gonna give it, but let's do it anyway.
I mean, I think it's the best song on the album. I have thought that for like 6 years. One of Jimmy Page's best guitar solos, amazing riff. The drumming is ridiculous, and what's crazy is I don't even think this is Bonham's best drumming performance. I'm feeling a 10 on Dazed and Confused.
There we go. Yeah, hard to criticize anything. Noah did bring up one small point that I agree with. There's some I don't want to say long stretches, but there's some stretches where they probably could have cut off a little bit of the note playing a bit more. But I don't know how long it is, that stretch in the middle end where they're just going off and they're playing that instrumental. There's not many bands on the planet that I've ever heard that can do something like that, and this is their first album. That's fucking crazy. So, I mean, it's a 10. Your time is gonna come.
That is a better organ sound. That's a better. I don't care. That's a better organ sound than it should be.
It sounds better than one.
That's a good question, Darnie. Oh, Cole busting out the electric
That sounds better. That Squire.
and the acoustic.
So I gotta put my pride and joy.
Oh boy.
My baby.
You guys want to see my cat? That's my pride and joy.
Glorious little baby. Very happy.
This might be one of their pop songs on the album lyrically.
Big fan of that.
Yes, she is a cute little cat. I'll get her to come over here. Come here. Or she's ignoring me. You're...
It's just.
Organ.
It's all great organ licks. It's so good.
What is this? Is this an acoustic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could bust all over this song. I love this one.
Telecasters are one of the only Fenders I actually dig.
Yeah. It's got a nice twang to it. Very thick. Oh, this is some great psychedelic pop.
So much of this album feels to me like Robert Plant went through like some really bad breakup right before he made this.
He did not write these lyrics.
Okay,
I don't
never
think
mind
he wrote
then.
these lyrics.
Somebody went through a really bad breakup right before they wrote
This
these.
is just classic blues music. But they were just
You know, Bonham is not the fastest drummer ever, but he makes it sound so impactful when he hits quick. Alright, well, that song abruptly ends, so I have to stop
Yeah.
right there before it. Because, see, that's what one weird thing about this album is every
Well, it
song
changes.
ends odd.
It transitions to the Black Mountain Side for some fucking reason.
Yeah, I know,
I still
it's-
have no
That's
idea
why
why
I
they
know,
did
it's
that.
so weird.
That organ.
That organ.
Mr. Jones really carries this song. Got some great vocal melodies, great lyrics, great chorus, great everything. I love this song.
Damn.
Feeling a 9.5.
Oh, I really thought we were going to get a 10 there for a second. I like parts of the song. I'm not a huge fan of the chorus. I don't like it. It's never been my thing. It almost sounds like it's like it sounds like a chorus when you're like at the end of a movie and the camera's rolling back and they're just going, your time is gonna go," and it's fading out from like a zoomed in position and the credits are rolling. It's good. It's got everything Zeppelin does well. It's gonna get a solid 8.
The performances are very solid all the way around. I do like the chorus quite a bit though. I think it's good. The melody is solid too. I just feel like they definitely improved this kind of song like several times throughout the rest of their discography. I would still throw this like an 8.
All right, Black Mountain Side, the transition song of Your Time Is Gonna Come, apparently.
No
Boy,
idea why they did that.
Why? That is such a weird start.
this is their Faust harp. Why is it
That's
here?
not a good idea. That's not a good thing. There's something clunky about this instrumental.
The percussion.
Well, these two have been listening to Zeppelin since they were huge, since at least 50. What?
Best thing I ever got to see them live.
There you go. It's like twang and like bongo drums for some reason, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And then that happens.
That,
Which
I feel like he did that just to flex.
like, look what I
I
can
don't really
do,
get the
kids.
song.
Well,
This is okay right here.
it was. It's good for like 5 seconds.
He would play later in like the mid to late 70s. He would play this live with an electric guitar, extend it into another song called White Summer, and then transition from that into Kashmir, which is so bizarre.
Wow.
It's impressive what he can play on an acoustic guitar, I guess, but it's not that compelling of playing. It's not like it's really pretty. Did you need this? Really? It's okay, but not overly fascinated by it. You give it like a 5.5 to a 6.
It's pretty mid for me. 5. I don't enjoy it very much.
Yeah, this is far and away the weakest song on the album. Yeah, I was also thinking of 5.5.
5.5.
As with a lot of things on this album, he does a better version of this in a later album. He does a better version of this song on Physical Graffiti with Brown Rock.
All right, communication breakdown.
I'm wondering what Cole's gonna give this.
Yeah, man.
Cole, you wish we were doing a live version right now, don't you?
We will address that later.
I think it's a nice palate cleanser.
I don't think I would this.
The guitar, very proto-punky.
I can't even hear you, Cole. I'm sorry. It's so loud.
Think of that. Tone could have been better.
The best live performance in this is live on Tasty Pop Sunday from BBC Sessions.
Nothing to record on the tin can? Come on, Cole. You're better than that.
My God, he hits that one. I'm gonna let Cole start out with them because I know you wants to say something.
Backstory about
Yeah.
this. All right, so when I started listening to Led Zeppelin, it didn't have the same kind of listening patterns that I do now, where I just would randomly listen to songs by them without any real cohesion. Nowadays, I would pick it like an album from an artist to listen to all the way through. But for whatever reason, when I was getting into Led Zeppelin, I did not hear the studio version of this song for like probably a year into listening to them. I had only heard the version from the BBC sessions that I mentioned, and I love that version. And I just figured that was the studio version because I never looked into it. And then one day, this version just came on, and I was like,
the hell is that?
No. I just did not like it at all. And to be honest, I'm still not crazy about the studio version of this song. The live version on the BBC sessions fucking kicks ass, and I think it blows this version out of the water. I think the guitar is way more powerful and more fun. I don't love some of the production choices on this version of it. I'm not crazy about the group vocals on the chorus.
So real quick, what changed? What the hell happened?
What do you mean? What
Between the
changed?
live and that one and this one? What the hell happened?
I don't. This one just sounds so weird to me because I'm so used to the other one. I don't know what would have happened if I listened to this one first. I can't ever know that. So, but that's just how it happened. But I mean, this one in comparison just feels like way more pedestrian to me. The other version it's just more fun. It's got like better solos and a better jam and better chorus. This version is okay, but there's just things about it that I don't like. Like, I don't really like how the guitar is produced, like how it's mixed. It just sounds weak a little bit to me and doesn't really let the riff really shine. Yeah, it's all right. I think this version is okay, but it is way better on BBC. I would give this version like 6.5 to a 7.
And what about the BBC version?
Oh god, like an 8.5.
I'll back up everything Cole said there because it's true. When you hear the studio this version versus the BBC sessions version or even the live version, there's a massive difference. I mean, everyone can tell. It just sounds crisper. It sounds cleaner. It sounds like they're actually putting everything together just better ultimately. Still a good song. I'll give it a 7.5, but the live version or the BBC sessions version is like a 9.
I haven't heard the live version of the song because I'm not a huge, massive Zeppelin fan. The guitar could have been a little bit louder, a bit heavier. I wasn't a big fan of the tone on the solo. It was a little too squeaky for me.
Up next,
I'm fighting.
I Can't Quit You, Baby.
You shook me too, Electric Boogaloo.
No, it's actually like easy to play. Oh, I misread your comment.
A lot of downstrokes, kind of very punky. So that's it. Besides the solo, I could see I'd be easy. It's a lot of power chord stuff.
They really do some punk on Coda with Wearing and Tearing. Slow blues burner. A bit more of an actor guitar in this one. A little bit.
You know I love you, babe. My love for you, I could never hide.
I'll say I like the predecessor of the blues, really bluesy songs more.
Oh, that had to be one of the quickest drum fills Bonham ever did. When I first listened to this album, this was my least favorite. Wow.
I mean, I don't want to be like, my lord. It's so fucking good. That's probably my favorite concert of all time.
I don't know what mine would be. Uh, Nothing really remarkable happens throughout the song, minus some cool licks from Jimmy Page. I'll give it like a 7.
Yeah, I mean, another slow burner blues jam that they're doing.
A little sped up though.
I don't think it has like the high points. I give it like a 7.5.
I only really, to be completely honest, only like the guitar, the little things Page does on the song, which are really, really cool. There's not a whole lot else I care about, really. I'm sorry. I mean, this gets blown out of the water by You Shook Me. Yes, You Shook Me blows this one out of the water in comparison. 6. 8.5 minutes of How Many More Times. Clapton was more influential than Hendrix. Clapton is better than Hendrix. Cry more.
Oh my lord. Clapton is not better than Hendrix.
Better.
All right.
Clapton doesn't have a memorable solo to his name.
Tone-wise, he's more influential than Hendrix. Playing-wise, I think Hendrix is more influential.
That's true.
I don't know. Clapton had a pretty iconic tone.
Amazing.
Oh yeah.
Trina's a good song. So bouncy.
I know, it just rolls along.
It's just
really
hard
well.
not to bop to this, man. Just to bounce in your chair.
I Feel Free. I Feel Free is an amazing song by Free.
Yeah, their first album's really good. Love me some fresh cream.
Oh my god.
I'm not saying pause.
This little session they got going on right here.
Nice little rundown.
He was a young man. Couldn't resist.
Okay, stop.
At least he's not singing it.
What's he gonna do?
I don't know. I think he got some
A
girl.
smooch, perchance?
Took a lot, right, that way. Is that dancing? Hate that lyric.
What the
Hate
fuck does that
lyric.
mean?
Hate that lyric.
Who is that?
That's him. His middle name. I'm pretty sure his middle name is Anthony.
Oh my.
Did someone Photoshop Ryan?
Shut the fuck up.
Boy.
No skip. We're not gonna skip Cosmic. Don't worry.
Sweet.
Oh my god, I forgot about that one.
I skipped that in vinyl, and I can't just click a button to do that. I have to fucking get up and move the needle.
What a trip that song takes you on, man. I mean, there are levels to this shit, and Zeppelin takes this to a level not many bands ever got to on their debut album. The guitar and the drums just feeding off of each other in this song are so fucking good. Yet Robert, who's just having sort of like the time of his life, belting out lyrics almost at the top of his lungs, but he's not being forced to do a whole lot. He's just letting the guitar work just go in, and the drums and the Bonham and Page just go playing off of each other so well. My one question, I guess, or point here, the bass in this song, I don't really hear it. I don't really hear John Paul Jones.
He's just playing the riff mostly.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Maybe it's just because the fills
him.
or the drums are so loud. I just don't hear it. It's 8.5 minutes and it doesn't feel it 9.5.
I was really sucking the song off, so my rating's not gonna make sense. It's got a great groove, great part. Very bouncy, doesn't feel as long as it does. I have one issue with it though. That middle section. A little long.
Indeed
I'll
it
throw
does.
it an 8.
Great closer. Fantastic closer.
Oh, I forgot that's the last song on the album.
Not the amazing performances all the way around. You know, the gripe that I have with this song, 8.5. I don't know if it needs to be 8.5 minutes long. They could probably cut down that middle part of the song,
Yeah.
like Noah said. Don't think that need. And some of the lyrics in the middle of the song were just gross. The songwriting is fucking fantastic. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. I love the songwriting. I mean, the riff and drum grooves are amazing. The drum fills are fantastic. Jonesy's bass line is really good, especially when he throws in a couple of bass licks here and there. And Robert's vocal performance is really good too. Probably feeling a 9 to a 9.5.
Oh, all right, it is final rankings time. If you have never been here, we might have some people who haven't. Let me explain what we do. We take our top three individually, songs off of the album. We give the album a rating as a whole, and then we go a little bit in depth about our rating. So let's keep the formula. Let's go Noah again.
I'll go Dazed and Confused at 3.
Wow.
Yeah. Babe, I'm gonna look at you. Time's gonna come. Number 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Top three.
I mean, he did not give a 10 the entire time, so.
Probably a top 10 debut of all time. Maybe top 5 for just rock music. Crazy influential, really good. Had some dull moments. Had some really, really good moments. Total, I'll give it an 8.5.
So my top 3. How many more times at 3? Babe, I'm going to leave you at 2, and Dazed and Confused at 1. I know a lot of these are cover songs, and a lot of their early work is cover songs, but goddamn, I have not heard bands sound like this. They just don't. Even if they're cover songs, they just make them sound different. They really do. An incredible body of work with only a couple skips, if you want to put it there. Like, man, is it just fun to listen to? I mean, it's a mood bopper. People continually talk about Led Zeppelin 1 as one of the greatest debut rock albums of all time. You actually took my rating. I also have it as an 8.5 as well. Oh,
Well,
one more thing.
Cole's gonna twin up.
One more thing, real quick. After we're done, after Cole gives his rating, rank it in their discography. Cole.
Great album. Top 3 on the album would be probably Good Times, Bad Times at 3. How Many More Times at 2, and Dazed and Confused at 1. Sorry, babe, I'm gonna leave you fans. It would probably be 4, but probably bare minimum, I would say probably a top 15 debut in music history. I'm not entirely sure where the production's a bit all over the place. You know,
It's got its hits and misses.
The mixing is like every song feels like it was recorded in a different place. The lyrics are not good. For the most part, the ones that they're writing are just like really forgettable. I mean, if I have one massive criticism of this album, it's just like the lyrics are just really boring, and there's really like no lines that stick out to me at all. But I mean, the performances, like 99% of the time, are fantastic. You know, they play with a ton of emotion, a ton of energy. They were versatile, and yeah, they came together with a banging album to kick off their careers with. I would give it a 9.
Rank it in their discography. And the second question, best debut rock album, yes or no? All right, let's start with Noah.
First off, second question, no, it's not.
Not the best rock debut.
That's the easier one to answer. I'd say this is number 4 in their discography.
I have never heard a better debut rock album myself, so I will have to say it's the best because I've never heard a better one. This is 3rd.
This is not the best debut rock album.
Oh, what? Okay, I'm curious as to what 2 you guys are saying.
And the Core of the Crimson King.
Core of the Crimson King is better.
Oh my God! Wait,
is better.
Core of the
Is that the
Crimson
debut?
King is the debut.
Yeah.
Oh, then you're right. Yeah.
And is Marky Moon the debut?
Well, I've been studying their discography religiously for about 7 years now, and at the current moment in time, this is their 5th best album, in my opinion.
5th best. Wow. Thank you guys for those who stuck it out on the YouTube. Thank you guys so much for 350 subscribers. That was awesome. We have other subscriber goals. Go check them out on our community post if you want to check it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy the Led Zeppelin debut album. We will be going through their discography as highly requested by the Zeppelin fans. Might not be all in the next week or so, but we'll probably space them out a bit to give people more time to listen, and we will live stream all of them. So if you guys want to check it out, hit the like down below, hit the bell and subscribe so you get notified when we go live. Follow us on Twitter. There's a new Twitter handle down below, so if you're following us on our other one, I'm trying to get that one back, but follow us on the other one. It's an alt account. It's down in the description below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.